Hello everyone, welcome to Ton Time. Today we will be unboxing and taking a look at the Switchbot Pan Tilt Cam 2K. I got this on Amazon Prime Day over the summer a couple weeks ago, and I actually bought this straight from Switchbot, so everyone just had a sale because of Amazon Prime Day, and I got this at a really good price. Decided to give it a try. It's a pretty affordable, awesome PTZ camera made by Switchbot. If you don't know Switchbot, they make those cool little robot switches that you could automate to turn on any device with a mechanical power on off button. So it's pretty cool. So I took a look at this. Looks like this has a Red Dot Winner 2022 award, and decided to give this a try because I wanted to replace one of the cameras that died in my house. So yeah, so this is the Switchbot Pan Tilt Cam. So let's take a look at the retail packaging. So it's a very small footprint, pan tilt, privacy mode, motion tracking, waypoint controls, night vision, and live view. And it works with their ecosystem. So it works with their motion sensor, media hub, contact sensors, whatever you have. It works together. Although you might need a mini hub, or you might need to run a system, open source system like Home Assistant to run it. But you can also run it on Alexa and Google as well. So yep. So this is the box here. Specific size there. So that's the retail packaging. So let's take a look at what's inside, and then we'll go ahead and pair this to the Switchbot app and see how the camera looks. So upon opening, you got the top of the camera. You want to flip this open if you could get a grip. Since I can't get a grip, I'm going to use my trusty knife here. Really get in there and pop it open. So this is a little cardboard piece to secure the camera in place. So that's the camera. Let's see what else we get in here. You got your Switchbot card, social media, and looks like you got feedback or more info. You can scan that QR code. And then you got your user manual here. So I like to give you guys a quick look at the user manual so you can pause anywhere you want to see specifics of this device, how you mount it, how many degrees it can do. It's got motion detection, motion tracking, the light indicators, return policy, safety warnings, FCC warnings, and so forth and so on that nobody likes to read. So you got the manual there. Let's look at some of the accessory it comes with. So that's everything in the box. You got a little accessory box here. So you got a fairly long cable. Looks like micro USB, which is bummer. I wish that they used USB-C power, but that's okay. So you got your micro USB connection to power it up, and then your USB-A here. Wall mounting. So you got 2 screws and 2 sleeves for drywall mounting. Got your plug here, and this looks like it just uses a 5-volt output plug, so low power consumption. And this is the mounting bracket for the camera if you want to mount it on a wall or ceiling. And let's see, so that's just another piece of plastic. You got your little sticker to tell you where to drill and mount. I forgot what they call this, but it's like a you stick it on a wall, then you just pretty much drill your holes so that you got your holes lined up. A template, that's what they call it. Your wall template. And then you got a little key here that I think is for this has an internal storage. You could do cloud storage or micro SD storage, and I believe this key is probably what it's for. It looks like an iPhone SIM key, but you get one of these as well. So you get quite a few. Things in this box here. So let's go ahead and look at the camera. All right, so it's got a sticker, so you got to rip this guy apart here. So camera is really small, as you can see. Fits in the palm of my hand. And what's cool about this is, if you want to go into private mode, I believe the lens like goes inside, so you get like true privacy, and you don't even see the lens in there. So that's cool. And this is the bottom of the unit here, and how the bracket works if you want to use a wall bracket is it pretty much just goes on like that, and then you can mount the camera like this. So wall or ceiling mount. So that's pretty cool. It's got the rubber feet here, so if you want to place it on the desk, it won't slide around. Reset button there if you need to reset it. Micro USB power, and this is probably the speaker, so you could use communication through it as well. So it is a nifty little device, and there's a little microphone on here too. I believe you could do two-way talk on here. So the device is pretty small. Looking at it, it's a little bit. It's about 4-inch high. Yeah, I would estimate about 4-inch high, 3-inch wide. So very small footprint from what you can see. And just looking at the size of my hand, it's pretty small. I have an iPhone 13 here, Max, and that's the size of it if you want to compare. So yeah, so that's the unboxing part of it. So ABS plastic, as you can see, works with iOS, Android 5.0. Definitely made for indoor, and this thing could do 360 all the way around and 115 degrees vertically. So you can use this with the Switchbot app. It's 1080 HD. Image compression is H.264. And let's see what else. It's got built-in microphone and speaker. And the Wi-Fi is IEEE 802.11, 2.4 gigahertz. And the Wi-Fi encryption is WPA PSK or WPA2 PSK. So it won't work with WEP. Supports up to 128 gigabyte micro SD card using FAT32 system, or you can do cloud storage. And like I said, it works with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant. So that is the unboxing part of this camera. So let's go ahead and look at the app, and I'm gonna hook this up real fast, and let's see if we could get it at least powered up. So I got my cable here, got my plug here, plug it in. Here's my power cable. Always have one handy close to me so I can do this live. And I'm gonna plug this in here. Okay, so now it's gonna have power. And there's the red light, as you can see. So I'm gonna leave it like this, and then I'm gonna bring up my app here. So give me a minute. Okay, so I have my phone here. I have it plugged in, and as you can see, it's blinking red. And let me give you guys a better view here of my phone. So there's my phone. So I'm gonna look for Switchbot. So there it is, Switchbot. And this is all my devices in here in my home right now, but I'm actually not using this app that much. I'm actually using Home Assistant. So but I'll show you how this gets set up here. So let's go ahead and hit the add button. We're gonna hit add device. Oh, looks like there's some updates. So I'm gonna let it do its updates here. You know what? It's looking nearby a device, so I have some updates for my plugs and motion sensor, but I'll do that later. So I am gonna add right there. So it looks like connect your camera to a power supply. Use an ejection pin to press the reset button and hold until you hear a prompt tone. So it looks like we need to use this pin here. So you have to hold it until you hear a prompt tone. Wait for a second. Tap the button below when you see the indicator light flash red. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm holding it in. Oh, you hear that? There's a tone there. And now we're gonna wait for a second, then tap the button below when you see the indicator light flash red. So we're gonna wait a second. I think it's probably booting up. Okay, now it looks like it was flashing. So we're gonna wait. Okay, now it's flashing. So that took a little bit, probably about a minute or so. So let's hit that. So it's gonna ask to connect to your Wi-Fi here. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter the password. And I'm gonna do it off camera. Okay, after I put my password in, it wants you to hold your phone here for a QR code. So you have to do it 10 to 20 centimeter away. So I'm going to hold it. Okay, so I heard a tone. I heard a prompt tone. So now it's trying to connect to the network. Okay, so Switchbot will like to find and connect to the device on your local network. So we will discover. So let's go ahead and add. And it looks like it's doing some calibration right now. So I don't have any rooms picked. So I'm just gonna leave the name right there since it's pan tilt camera. And yeah, it looks like it's doing some funky stuff right now. And then let's go ahead and hit use now. Looks like it's trying to load video. Looks like it tells you the event today too. So looks like it's going now. So there's a slight delay as you can see. And let's go ahead and look at the pan and tilt. So that's the pan and tilt, so you can control it. So the view is pretty good. Go up and down here. Okay, so as you can see, yep, it goes 360 all the way around. Yep, so it's capable of doing 360. And it looks like 115 degrees up and down. So the remote works pretty good. It is a little bit laggy since it's going through Wi-Fi, so don't expect it to be the best. But on the video, it looks pretty smooth. So the pan, tilt, and zoom feature is pretty cool. So you got events. I believe when you can set areas around here, you can see events for motion sensors, motion triggers, and object detection. It probably has its own little AI engine on here. So privacy mode, if you hit privacy mode, it goes into privacy mode, and as you can see here, it says Switchbot here, so the lens is covered, which is pretty cool. So you can turn on the camera, and as you can see, it's back up and running. So it looks like it takes a little bit for it to load the video, but you are going through Wi-Fi. So you got night vision, so that's auto, but if you turn it on, let's see. Yep, so you got night vision, which is cool. So we'll leave that auto. Motion tracking. So it's tracking me now. So it's not bad. So whatever it sees on the camera, it tracks. So you have motion tracking. Okay, so let's turn that off. You have motion detection. So I think if it detects motion, it will send a trigger on the event here. But it probably sees me already, so it probably won't trigger any events. And then you can sound alarm. So I'm not going to hit that. It's probably just going to make some loud blaring sounds. So that's some of the feature. Playback, I don't have a micro SD, so I can't play anything back here. We have cloud services. I'm not going to use any of that. And you got your recording and screenshots here. Probably you could get it from the cloud or micro SD. So that's that. Let me see here. This one, if you want to go full screen, and then you can control the PTZ here. Then you can pause video. You can play. Looks like you can save on here. You can do two-way audio here, but you have to give it microphone permission. I think you have to hold it down. Let's see. Yep. Push to talk. So I can hear myself. So I can actually hear myself, but you probably can't hear it because I have noise cancellation on. That's if you want to record, I think. So it's recording now. So I'm going to stop. And then you can play back a recording here. So it looks like it records some stuff. I don't know if it has local storage on there. But if you see on the playback, it did take a screenshot here. And let's see, that's a video. I think that's a screenshot since, yeah. So let's see. So I don't know if it saves it on your phone or not. I have to look into that, but it looks like you can do some saving and recording on your phone here. No micro SD playback. Yeah. So that's most of the stuff on here. I'm still learning this. You can have 4 cameras on here, multiple view, which is pretty cool if you have multiple cameras. Let's look at some of the settings. You got Wi-Fi, privacy. You can set motion detection sensitivity, hearing detection, alarm. You can set waypoints. So you could, if you want to set points here, you can set it and it'll go exactly to it. You got cloud storage here, which you would probably have to pay for, as you can see, which no one... it's up to you, but for me, I am not going to do it, so I will get out of it. How do I get out of this? Okay, so local storage. Types of micro SD, how to install. So let's see how you install micro SD. Oh, the micro SD is right on the bottom of the camera here. So that's where you install it. So that's pretty neat of them to do that. So that's where you would put your micro SD. So we could take a look at that later. And you got alert notifications, email alerts, cloud services. So you got quite a few things on here, which is pretty cool for a really affordable camera. So that's pretty much it, guys, for the unboxing and setup of this guy here with the Switchbot app. Really cool looking camera, but you know what? Let's take a quick look to see the micro SD slot. Yeah, here it is. I didn't even notice it. So you just put the camera all the way up and you just slide the micro SD card in there, and then you are good to go for local storage. So I would probably do that, and you don't have to pay for cloud storage. But it works pretty good. Looks like the camera looks really smooth. The app is very works pretty good for this camera in this price range. It is a little bit laggy when you're using it, but that's like with every camera when you're going through Wi-Fi. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. That is the review and unboxing of this camera. So yeah, thank you for watching. Pretty nifty device. I'll put a link below for it if you want to get it on Amazon or on Switchbot website. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like the video, you guys know what to do. Like always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out till next time.